Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to the Kamado Joe Cooking Channel. Halloween's next week, and I'm sure you've got plenty of these guys sitting around. So what I want to do this week is I want to show you two different things you can do with this leftover jack-o'-lantern. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do here is have a look at some roasted pumpkin seeds. Out of that pumpkin I just showed you, I harvested about 2 cups of pumpkin seeds, so I kind of cleaned those up as best I could, and I'm just going to dump them here in the mixing bowl. And we are going to toss that with 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and about 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And I'm just going to toss these with my spoon here to get all those completely coated with all that. And then I'm just going to dump these out into my pan, and I'm going to spread these out as evenly as we can. And we're going to put these on the Kamado Joe Classic, and I'm running the grill right now to start this out between 200 and 250 degrees, and we're going to give these about 45 minutes or so on the grill, and we're going to come toss them periodically as well. Okay, like I said, we're running just shy of 250 here, so I'm going to put these on here, and we're going to let them go for about 45 minutes. And once or twice during that 45 minutes, I'm going to come stir these and toss them a little bit. Okay guys, we've been going 45 minutes here, and I've come and tossed these twice during this. The next step is I'm going to take this off the grill, we're going to set it aside, and I'm going to open the vents up on the grill and let the temperature come up to 350. Okay, now just about 7 minutes later here, I've got the grill up to 350. We're going to put this pan back on here and roast these probably for 10 more minutes or so to brown them up. Okay guys, we've gone about 8 minutes here instead of 10, and these things look about like I like them, so we're going to take these off the grill and let them cool for a few minutes. Okay, after those cooled, I just transferred them into another bowl there, and you've got 2 cups of beautiful roasted pumpkin seeds to snack on. Now you can season these guys any way you like. If you don't want to use salt, just use your favorite barbecue rub or use whatever you like. So while our grill's still running at about 350, we're going to move on. Okay guys, I've taken that jack-o'-lantern, I've cut it up and put it back in this roasting pan, and we're going to roast this for several hours here on the grill at somewhere between, maybe 325-ish. So I'm going to close the dome, let the temperature stabilize, and then I'm going to tweak the vents till we get to about 325 and let this go for several hours until this pumpkin pulp softens up nicely. Okay guys, I've been going a little over 2 hours here, and this stuff's really softened up nicely. I just kind of use a toothpick, kind of like you would a piece of barbecue, and make sure that's just really super tender. So I'm going to take this off the grill and we're going to let it cool before we go on. Okay, I've let this pumpkin cool a bit. So what I want to do now is basically get it off the skin. And this stuff's soft enough that you really can just get in here with your fingers and pull it off. So I'm going to take all this meat off these pumpkin and leave the skins behind. Okay, I've got all my pumpkin pulp out here, and I'm going to just sprinkle in a little bit of salt on that, and I'm going to kind of mash this up into a little bit finer puree, and I'm sprinkle a little bit more salt. We're just not really salting this, but bringing a little salt to it to kind of amplify, get us a little amplification on that pumpkin. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to get away without having to pulse this in the food processor, but we're going to pulse it. Okay, now we have our pumpkin puree. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to put it in a bowl, cover it up until we're ready to use it. Now that we have that pumpkin puree ready, we're going to move on, and we are going to make a pumpkin pound cake. So the first thing I want to do here is get my dry ingredients together. I'm going to start out with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 a teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1/2 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground clove. And I'm just going to whisk that together to get all that combined, and we're going to set that aside while we get our wet ingredients together. Okay, I'm starting out in the mixing bowl of my mixer here with 8 ounces of cream cheese and 4 ounces of butter that I've had out on the counter softening. And then we're going to slowly add 3 cups of sugar. And we're going to cream that for 3 minutes or so until it's nice and fluffy. Okay, after that gets creamed nicely, we're going to crack 5 eggs in there one at a time and let them just get mixed in. And after those eggs are mixed in, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of milk, 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and then we're going to slowly work in our flour mixture. And after I've got about half of my flour mixture worked in, I've got 3/4 of a cup of that pumpkin puree that we made. It's going to go in, and then we're going to continue working our flour in. And once all the flour's in, we're just going to let it mix slowly until that's combined. And then we'll take that off the mixer. And now we're just going to dump that into a greased bundt pan. And then we'll take that outside and put it on the grill. Okay, I've got my Kamado Joe Classic still cruising along here at 350. And we're going to put this guy on here and let it go for 55 to 65 minutes. Or until we can put a toothpick in and pull it out clean. So we'll be back. Okay guys, our pumpkin pound cake is done. This guy's been going closer to 80 minutes here on the grill. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to let it cool, and then we're going to get it out of the pan. I'm going to let it cool in the pan for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to take it out and let it cool completely, and then we're going to make a glaze to go on this. Okay guys, I've let this cake cool. This thing is beautiful. So we're going to finish it off by making a really simple caramel glaze to go on this. So let's do that. Okay, I'm going to take a saucepan and put it over medium-high heat. And I'm going to put in 1 cup of sugar. And I'm just going to watch this until it starts to melt. After you see that sugar start to melt, you're going to want to start whisking it. And the sugar is going to clump up. And that's exactly what it's supposed to do. But you're going to want to keep whisking this until the sugar's completely melted from this point. And you want to just keep on going until there's no lumps left in here. And like I said, it'll be completely liquefied and it's going to have a nice amber color. Okay, when we have about that consistency and color, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to let that melt, and that will bubble vigorously while it's melting. After you have that butter completely melted, take it off the heat, and then we're going to add 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and we're going to keep whisking here the whole time, and we're going to add a splash of whiskey. I'm added about 2 teaspoons or so of whiskey. If you don't want to add that, don't, or if you want to add something like Grand Marnier with an orange flavor, that would be really good also. So I'm just going to keep whisking this until it cools to a consistency that will make a nice glaze for this cake, and then we're going to drizzle it on the cake. Okay, I've got our caramel glaze down to a nice consistency for glazing this cake, so we're just going to drizzle some of that on there and let it run down the sides. And man, that is beautiful. Have a look at that. Okay guys, so this is it. We've got beautiful roasted pumpkin seeds and roasted pumpkin pound cake right off the Kamado Joe grill. Don't throw away that Halloween jack-o'-lantern. Do something fun with it. So until next time, this is John Setzler with the Kamado Joe Cooking Channel.